My sis-in-law took the whole family camping, and out in the wild they stumbled upon what looked like a natural trampoline. I told her not to get on it. Could be a king cobra's nest. But she told me to mind my own business and jumped right on with the whole family. They ended up crushing an entire clutch of snake eggs. Worried the mother snake would come for payback, she secretly stuffed the clothes covered in snake egg scent into my luggage. I had no idea. When I got home, the mother snake had tracked the scent right to our door and took out my parents and me, all three of us. When I opened my eyes again, I was back to the day before the family camping trip. "Uncle, come camping with us!" Sure, I'm in. The trip was tomorrow, so I needed to get ready. I headed to the mall alone. Grabbed a windbreaker, jacket, pants, hiking boots, a desert hat, and gloves, the whole setup. Even if I stepped on a venomous snake, it'd be nearly impossible to get bitten. On top of the outdoor gear, I also stocked up on anti-venom serums for multiple snake species. Scared that history would repeat itself and put my parents in danger, I booked them a spot on a well-known tour group, no passport required, just to get them out of the country. "Son, why'd you sign us up for a tour group? We're perfectly fine staying home watching TV. It's way too hot to be going out in the middle of summer. Go get a refund." "Mom, you and Dad need to get out and enjoy yourselves. It's settled." The next day came fast. The tour guide sent a photo of my parents boarding the bus, and I finally felt at ease. All set. Sis-in-law's crew was ready to roll. My brother was at work, so it was just me, my nephew, sis-in-law, her parents, and her grandma in the car. Sis-in-law's mom shot me a look and scoffed. "Your uncle graduated top of his class from the best schools in the country, and he's dressed head to toe in the middle of summer. Hope he doesn't break out in heat rash." Inside the car, I'd taken off my jacket, but the long sleeves were still suffocating, and sis-in-law's family was too cheap to turn on the AC. I was sweating buckets. "Hey, can we turn on the AC? You think AC runs for free? You clearly have no idea what it costs to keep a household going. Kids these days have zero concept of saving. Back in our day, we didn't have AC, and we turned out just fine." "Sis-in-law, did my brother forget to give you the monthly budget or something?" Sis-in-law sat there in the passenger seat, face pale. She silently reached over and flipped on the AC. "Little bro, don't think just because your brother brings home a paycheck that he's something special. With that salary, if he wasn't so obedient, I'd have left him a long time ago." I wasn't about to waste my energy arguing. After all, I was here to send this whole crew on their way. 2 hours later, we pulled into the campsite. Just like in my past life, sis-in-law got a wild idea and dragged everyone off to pick wild mushrooms. She'd heard there were matsutake mushrooms in the mountains and grabbed a basket, all hyped up. Her parents followed, barehanded, digging through the bushes with zero awareness of the danger. And her grandma was on a whole other level. When we crossed a stream, she literally cupped her hands and drank straight from it. I trailed behind, watching them all tempt fate. Not once would I warn them like I used to. My nephew fell into step beside me and casually said, "Uncle, when I grow up, will you buy me a house?" "Who told you that?" "Mom. She said everything you make will eventually be mine. Once we go through Grandpa and Grandma's money, we'll just use Uncle's." I let out a laugh, not because it was funny. I'd never seen a freeloader this shameless and self-assured in my life. I figured we were getting close to the snake nest, and sure enough, I heard sis-in-law shriek with excitement. "Come look! There's a trampoline here, and this is so cool!" We walked over. Sis-in-law was standing on a pile of leaves and branches. That was a king cobra's nest. To keep the eggs from flooding, they build the mound up about 40 centimeters high. Seeing that nest again made my skin crawl. I stayed sharp, scanning the surroundings. In my past life, I'd warned sis-in-law not to go up there. She told me to mind my own business and started filming herself bouncing on it. It wasn't until her followers pointed it out that she panicked and shoved those clothes into my bag and got my whole family killed. This time, watching sis-in-law bounce around like she was having the time of her life, I didn't say a word. I just pulled out my phone and blasted Little Apple to keep the party going. Her grandma got hyped and jumped on too, bouncing like a little kid. "Woohoo, this is so fun!" Her parents climbed on next, all of them hopping around on the mound, big smiles on their faces. Sis-in-law looked down at my nephew, expression going cold. "Son, get up here." My nephew hid behind me, scared stiff. He shook his head over and over. "No way." "Scared? Just like your dad, same spineless streak. Obviously a chip off the old block. Gutless, just like his father." I laughed to myself. If it weren't for some outside genes in the mix, my nephew probably couldn't even get into middle school. My brother went to a top-tier university. No idea how he ended up with a wife who barely got through elementary school. Sis-in-law turned to me, eyes all encouraging. "Little bro, come up and join the fun. I've been having a chest condition lately. Doctor said no intense activity. Your brother told me you were on the dance team back in school. Why not bust a move right now? I'll film it and send it to your followers." Sis-in-law got all excited too, handed me her phone to record, and was gearing up to show off. Then out of nowhere, she launched into a flying backflip and stomped right through the mound. One leg went straight in. The music cut dead. We all froze, staring at her. Then she let out a blood-curdling scream. "Are you okay?" Sis-in-law's legs were shaking like crazy. Her dad yanked her foot out in a flash. Her ankle was covered in slime, crushed eggshell, and a baby snake, about as thick as a thumb, coiled around her ankle. Me and my nephew were both trembling. Her dad laughed it off, casually grabbed the little snake, didn't even bother checking if it was venomous, and shoved it right into the liquor bottle he was carrying. Her grandma ripped open the mound. Inside was an entire clutch of white eggs, all stuck together, oval, elongated. Now this is a real find. Best thing you can put in your body. She excitedly picked out the unbroken ones and cradled them in her arms, ready to haul them all back. I casually grabbed Sis-in-law's straw hat and handed it to Grandma. Here, put them in this. Way easier to carry. Grandma saw it had plenty of room and greedily packed in every last snake egg, stuffing the hat to the brim. Grandma, can we actually eat these? These are a treasure, sweetie. Grandma's gonna boil them up for you. I smirked to myself. Sure, snake eggs are nutritious, loaded with amino acids and trace minerals. But you know why humans stick to chicken, duck, and goose eggs instead? Simple. We can handle the chicken, duck, and goose moms. We cannot handle the snake mom. With the eggs collected, they went looking for firewood to start a fire. I pointed right at the nest. Why go looking? You've got all the firewood you need right here. Her parents got to work, tore apart the mound for fuel, and fired up the pot to cook the snake eggs. They ate the king cobra's eggs and burned its nest. This was way worse than my past life. When that king cobra came home to this, it was gonna lose its mind and hunt these people down to the ends of the earth. I made up an excuse about not being able to stomach the smell of eggs and stood far off, staying on high alert the whole time. The snake eggs were done pretty fast. Grandma had 2, Sis-in-law had 1, and her parents each had 3. 1 left. Grandma wasn't about to waste it on me. She called my nephew over. He shook his head hard and refused to budge. I am not eating that. Grandma shook her head. This kid just doesn't know what's good. Then she dropped the last egg into Sis-in-law's bowl. You eat it. Maybe you'll have yourself another baby boy next year. After the snake egg situation, her parents went fishing and Sis-in-law and Grandma started setting up tents. Grandma, let's pitch it somewhere nearby. Don't want you wearing yourself out. Grandma set her tent up right next to the mound. Sis-in-law went even further. She laid her sleeping mat directly on top of it, bouncing around on it like it was the best thing ever. Little bro, come bounce with us and it feels amazing. Nah, I still need to set up my tent. You guys have fun. I walked off, found a flat spot, set up my tent, and scattered a full ring of sulfur powder around it, hoping to make it through the night. Double-checked that my anti-king cobra venom serum was on me. Tent up. Sis-in-law texted me to come eat fish. We all headed down to the riverbank to find her dad. How many fish did you catch? Her dad was kicked back by the river, living his best fisherman life. When he saw us coming, he grinned and held up his haul. 2 grass carp. Out here in the middle of nowhere with no one stocking the water, 2 fish was honestly pretty solid. Perfect. Let's cook them right here. Her mom pulled out a bag of peanuts and dumped them on a plate. Here, snack on these while you wait. Her dad munched on a few spicy peanuts, then instinctively reached for the liquor bottle in his jacket and took a swig straight from it. Nobody noticed that the venomous snake inside that bottle had shot out from the opening and gone straight down his throat. He grabbed his neck and started gagging, desperately trying to force something back out.